Meteorologist Hannah Sheehy is here with another edition of Climate Chronicles.
So this morning, Hannah, you're answering a question about could Maine slip back into a drought?
Yeah, so this question came from Peter, and he was asking and talking about how this month has been so dry, especially in southern Maine, not including some of the downpours we saw yesterday, but especially in Portland. We're running very, very dry. So he was wondering, could we slip back into drought conditions? And the short answer is probably not anytime soon, which is the good news. I think we're going to need a lot longer time of dry conditions, if that makes sense, to be put back into a full-on drought like we were in last year. So I will go into a little bit of the statistics, what we've seen so far this month. Emily had already talked about how we are expecting more rain to come next week, so I don't think we're completely going to be back thrown into drought conditions, which is good. But so far this month, from the 1st to the 22nd, we have only gotten about half an inch of rain in the Portland area, in the Portland area. So where we should be is around 2.5 inches, and we are nowhere near that. We've only gotten 5 days of very little rain. Most of these days actually all of these days saw under half an inch of rain altogether. So we've had a very, very dry start to our July, and actually we're getting into the last week of July, which is crazy. On your screen right now is a list of the driest Julys in Portland since 1871, from July 1st to the 22nd, which was yesterday. Portland is currently running the 6th driest dating back to 1871 and the driest in 32 years, which is it's kind of alarming. We haven't been this dry since 1994 in the Portland area, but I will say that it's not changing our drought conditions too much in the short term. This could impact us long term if we don't see any rain, but the trend next week will be for some more wet weather, and I believe the Climate Prediction Center is predicting around average precipitation for the month of August too, so that is good news. This is the drought monitor from last week. You can see that southern Cumberland County and York County is in a moderate drought still, and then we do have some abnormally dry conditions through mid-coast Maine up through Bangor. And if we zoom forward to the drought monitor that just came out this morning, you can see the change there. Lewiston and Augusta is now abnormally dry just from the conditions we've been seeing this month so far. And I also want to show you guys quickly, this is the U.S. Seasonal Drought Outlook. The Drought Monitor website puts this out as well every season. And the drought conditions that we are seeing again in York County, they are expecting to remove this drought completely by October, which is also the good news. This looked completely different last year when we were talking about the drought. So it's all great news. I don't think we are in a threat right now to slip completely back into drought conditions, just because we had a super wet June and we had a great snow season this past winter, which really helped us out with the drought conditions. And we were able to get out really efficiently with how much rain that we saw this spring and in June. So we're bound to have a dry month here and there, and it just happens to be this month.
Yeah. Nice. It's been a great July in terms of seeing sunny days.
Yeah, but you look at the yards all around the area, though. Mine was lush in June.
Yeah.
Mowing it at least once a week. I mean, seriously, it would be like this high, right here, like this.
Yep.
But now July hits, and not only am I not mowing my lawn as much, but also it's brown now. So the first thing I would think is like, man, are we getting into a drought again? But no, it's just dry, right?
It's just, we're abnormally dry right now, and I totally hear you. A lot of the grass has been turning brown. I did notice yesterday, though, even with the little amount of rain that we saw in Portland, I don't know if you guys noticed this, it does look a little bit more green out there.
Yeah.
Even with the tiny amount of rain that Portland saw yesterday. So I bet places like Sanford that got a decent downpour yesterday, they might be looking a little bit more green as they wake up this morning.
My lawn's built back. It was brown like a week ago, but it's looking okay right now.
Yeah, all the way through. We had this one storm that went through the Biddeford, Saco, Scarborough area, the decent downpour there. So they're looking a little bit more green this morning.
Okay, well, good question from Peter.
Yes.
Timely.
It's very timely. If you have a weather-related question you'd like to ask, just scan the QR code on your screen and click on Weather Authority. There you can leave us a question. You might just see them featured on another edition of Climate Chronicles.
Thanks, Hannah.